Okay everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video on Gran Turismo 7. I'm back with another track guide for the new Daily Race C that has come out today, and we are in Group 2 at Deep Forest Raceway. So we're using the CLK. Now we do already have a guide on this channel for this car at this track, however it was on a different BOP which was totally different for speed because they slowed this car down massively on the straight, so it's a little bit different now. So deciding to give you another guide out there just to make sure it's completely fresh. Also the physics might have been slightly different when that race was on back early in GT7's life. So remember, if you do like these videos, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. We're currently pushing for 75k before the end of the year. Let's see if we can smash that. So get subscribed and hopefully we can help you improve your qualifying time and hopefully gain you some DR this week. So going into turn 1, you're going to be going flat out on this straight and you're going to be looking for the 100 board on the right hand side. You're going to see it approach us as we go over the crest of the hill here. You can see the 100 board there. Now we're braking just short of that 100 board. You can see the braking input going in now. And we're going to brake in a straight line. Now you're going to start turning in and trail braking into this corner. You can see you want to get quite close to the curb through this corner. You don't want to run wide. You want to try and hug the inside and get it right up to the curb. So I missed slightly the apex, but I do get it rotated and get up to the curb there and then get on the power. Be careful on the power on this exit here because it's very easy to snap and lose the rear. Now it's flat out all the way up this hill. And then as you come into the top, you're just going to give a little bit of brake just as you come to the end of the curb on the left hand side there. So tiny dab of the brake. Now this is going to help rotate the car by transferring the weight to the front of the car and help you rotate it in. So in 4th gear you can see that little dab of braking staying on, and then as we come into this next corner you can see braking inputs going on here before the end of that shadow you can see just in front of us. Now left hand tyre over the curb, you can be quite aggressive there, and then again just as you come off the curb you're going to get back on the brakes, down to 2nd gear, and you're going to actually use 1st gear for a bit of rotation here. So down to 1st gear, then back up to 2nd gear as you put the power down to accelerate out this corner. Now use the full width of the track there, and now into this tricky right hand corner. This is a very tricky corner. As you're going into this corner again, I use down to 2nd, then 1st gear for rotation, and then back up to 2nd gear as we put the power down. So you can see the power going in there in 2nd gear. I run a bit wide here and mess this up a bit. I've lost about a 10th in that corner alone. And then I've sacrificed speed all the way up this hill because I've gone on a bit of a weird angle through there. So just try and get that angle a little bit better. And then as you come to the top of the hill, just over the curb, you're getting on the brakes just before you come off this curb at the top of there. Now, again, trail brake into the corner. Use 3rd gear, let it coast a bit and then back onto the throttle. Try and use some of the curb on the exit here for a little bit more speed to carry on. And you're going to brake just past the change of colour where the bridge starts on the tarmac there. So as you just go past there, onto the brakes, and now we're going to be concentrating on the exit of this corner to try and get as much speed out of this as possible. So you can see I'm turning in nice and early for this corner now, and we're down to 1st gear for a bit of rotation, then back up to 2nd gear, left hand tyre, clip the curb on the left. Now get on the throttle as early as you can. You can actually use quite a lot of the exit on the right hand side there, so you can really maximise the exit speed. And now it's flat out all the way into the final corner. Now you're going to be going into this corner with some pretty high speed because this is a pretty high Group 2 car, and you're going to be looking for the 100 board. You're going to brake before that 100 board though, so you're going to see it appear now. And we're on the brakes pretty much in between the 150 and the 100 is where we're braking, pretty much dead center. Now keep the car to the right hand side and rotate it in down to 1st gear. Again, 1st gear for rotation, but we're going to get back into 2nd gear before we get on the power. So you're going to see up into 2nd gear, then we're going to start putting the power down pretty much dead on the apex of the corner, and just keep that power down as aggressively as you can on the exit there, because the more speed you take out of that corner, it's going to help you all the way to the finishing line and help you get a slightly better lap time. So yeah, not the perfect lap. The middle sector, there was at least a 10th to 2 tenths to gain on that. I think 18.4 should be a reasonable lap. If I can get a bit more time on time trial, I should be able to get to an 18.4, but pretty happy with the 18.6 for just a little 20-30 minutes on it this morning. So yeah, not bad at all. Now let's have a little watch of this lap again from the chase camera, and hopefully you'll see what we're talking about. But with the curbs, using as much of the track as possible on the exit there. Again, left hand tyre up onto the curb here, and again right hand tyre up onto the curb there, and again left hand tyre using that curb, and then 1st gear for rotation. Use the full width for the track here, just try not to hit the barrier on the left. And then this corner, I went a bit deep here, didn't get it rotated early enough, and you can see how I was compromised all the way through that corner. Definitely could have done that a little bit better, but yeah, there's a 10th lost on that corner alone, so I know I can gain a 10th there. And then into this corner, it's all about getting on that power as early as you can to maximise the straight. Now remember, the curb, as long as your left hand side doesn't go too far over, you shouldn't get a penalty, but you can get one if you go a little bit aggressive on that corner, so just be cautious. And then into that final braking zone, really heavy zone, good overtaking position as well. This corner, you can really brake quite deep and take some different lines, but just before that 100 board, in between the 150 and the 100, rotating it off. You can see how I square in that off so we can get on the power nice and early, and then it's just a flat out drive all the way to the finish. So hopefully this guide will help you out. Let me know in the comment section if it does. Obviously, feel free to give it a like. All helps the algorithm with these track guide videos. And feel free to subscribe to the channel. We stream every single day, and we do guides and other videos also. So hopefully we'll help you on this game. Thanks again for watching, everyone.